Hey guys, once again, this is OCD Steve at the Deland Comic and Collectibles Show here at the Volusia County Fairgrounds. We are here till 4 o'clock. If you're not here by now, you probably ain't coming, but you're missing a hell of a show today. And right now, I got my guest, comic creator, Anthony Sitka. He does the comic Oh My Gosh. And
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's a great show. There's plenty of people here. I'm a self-publisher. I create, write, draw this comic called Oh My God. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and issue 5 just came out.
Oh,
issue five's really special to me because
the Misfits.
Because it's also a flip book with a new book called Venus and Mars with 2 new characters. One's called Venerella and the other one's Martian Law. Venerella is like a warrior vampire queen from Venus, and Martial Law is pretty much, if I did an elevator pitch, it's like Judge Dredd on Mars. So yeah, I've been publishing for a year. This is my second Deland show, and I've been a comics lover my whole life, but just the last year I've been writing and drawing my own comic books because I can.
And you boomed. I'm going to tell you, I've kind of watched you at some of the conventions, and you were, oh yeah, there's Anthony Sitka, because I do the live walk.
Sure.
Stuff. And then the next thing I know, well, there's Anthony Sitka, and I'm having to show the camera because you got a crowd.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had a great show today. Got a lot of support from folks that have picked my books up at other conventions and caught me again, and then a lot of new folks today. And I'm just happy to be here. It's good to be hawking my stuff in Deland. So.
Now, and what some of you guys might not realize is you can go to some of your local comic book stores, and this book is on the shelves there.
Yeah, my comic books are in Cape Canaveral. They're in Titusville. They're in Tampa. I've got some in Orlando. Got some in the St. Augustine. My local comic store, Cloak and Dagger Comics. You can always get them. And believe it or not, I even have some books in Staten Island, New York, and Boston, and all over the country. But the thing is, and if you can't find them and you're interested, please go on Facebook.com and look me up at Anthony Sitka Art or Wild Mercury Comics. That's Wild Mercury Comics on Facebook. On Instagram, you can check me out at Wild Mercury Comics on Instagram. And on Twitter, you can just look me up at Anthony Sitka. Direct message me, and I have no problem mailing you posters, comics, what have you.
Now, where's your next appearance going to be? Do you know yet?
I think I got to talk to the people that run this show. I think I might do the Ocala show in April.
Brick City.
Okay.
Now, you were talking to me before. You do a lot of interviews and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I appear on a interview show out of Miami called Not Near Mint, and I was just on there last weekend. And then I do some podcasts with a cat named Jeff called The Nerd Table, and he does shows on Sunday night. He's out of Tampa. So, I'm just starting to hit the rounds. I do have a YouTube channel, Wild Mercury Comics, but I don't do any shows on my own, really. I'm too busy drawing.
Now, what got you to say, okay, I'm going to hit this full time?
Well, I got a daytime gig, and I just love comic books. And I started in the early 90s. I was pitching a lot of stories to people. Doing submissions and stuff, and got turned down when the comic books boom, when the industry kind of went belly up at that point. Then the normal story, I kind of went away from it for a while. And then at the age of 48, I decided to, hey, you know what? I want to find some artists to do some comic books with. And then as I was trying to collaborate with different people, I realized, you know what? I don't want to put up with that. I just want to do it myself. And a friend of mine said, you're not going to be happy till you do it yourself. And, you know, the thing is I sat down, I did my my first issue, first ever comic book. I drew it, I wrote it, I lettered it, I did whatever, you know, and I printed it. And I've done 5 issues like that. I'm working on issue 6, which is the last issue of Oh My God. And then I got 2 more books after that. So, you know, it's just a matter of I'm a self-publisher. I don't answer to anyone. And I haven't done the Indiegogo and Kickstarter campaigns yet. It's just I have readership, people that want my book, and I have it printed. I don't do it on demand, but I print small enough quantities of the book where I'm not choking myself with a closet full of books at the end of the day. I ship them out. I sell them for $2.99 a piece, and we go from there. You know, and it's keeping my costs down, but keeping product out there.
Now, I'm going to go back to where you say you don't answer to anybody. You're married, right?
I am married, so I definitely answer to her. Yeah, yep. And I have a 9-to-5 job. But when it comes to being a creative person doing comic books, it'd be nice if someone at the show, whether it's Silverline or whether it's Marvel or DC or Image or Dark Horse or anybody, it'd be nice for someone to say, "Oh, hey, I picked up your book at a convention. Would you like to write a story for us?" That's all well and good, but I've been in the creative field. I've been in ad agencies, and I've been a singer, an entertainer and stuff. The best part of doing creative stuff is when you aren't answering to anybody. You do what you like. I make comic books for me. If anyone else digs them, that's gravy. But when I sit down to draw a comic book or write a comic book, I'm doing it for me, and it's what I want to read. And if some people dig it, or it catches on, great.
And I was just talking to another person earlier, the same thing, where he said that he wanted to know about how the fans felt and what they wanted, and I'm like, then it's not your character anymore.
Yeah, no,
it's their character. You got to love what you're doing. It has to be your work.
Right. And the thing is too, is like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with working for hire or working, whether you're an artist or you're a writer. As I said, I've been in marketing and other creative fields. I was a magazine writer, and there are times when what you do is you write for people because they're giving you a paycheck. Everything I do here is on me. So, just like it's a true spirit of just being a creative person, and that I'm doing it for art's sake. And of course I want to pay for it. Like, I don't want to do this and just shell out money. But the thing is as long as I break even and I'm happy with what I do, then I want to do more. A lot of people get burnt out doing creative things, whether they're a musician or in the arts and entertainment, or if they're in comic books, because when it feels like a job, sometimes it's not so fulfilling. So I do it because I love it, and I write and draw the comic books that I want to read. So
it's kind of like the same thing. I told her when what we're doing, when it becomes a job, I'm done.
Exactly.
Because then I no longer love it.
Exactly. And again, I don't mean to bring this up, but I've been a music, for almost 30 years of my life, I played music professionally in bars and clubs and stuff. That is something that always takes a toll on you, because even though it's what I love to do and I'm good at it, there's always the club owners or the audience or the people in the band or whatever. They always got demands of you, and it takes the fun away, But with Oh My God and the other books I'm working on, it's all me. It's my creativity. It's my butt on the line, whether people like it or not. And to be honest with you, like I said, it's not about, I don't write it for anybody. I write it for me. And if people dig it, then I'm cool with it. So. And it makes it even better.
And that's how it should be.
Because they're coming to me, I'm not going to them.
Yep. And like I said, that's how it should be. It's your creation, and you just hope other people share that same fascination. Yeah. Okay, Anthony, because we're doing little interviews on this today.
Sure.
And she went through and she tagged everything for you on the video there. Anything you want to tell everybody before we go?
No, just 2 things. Read more comics, support people that make comics. And third thing, make sure you go to comic book conventions and shows, because sometimes that's the only outlet that folks like this, folks like me, and vendors that are selling their goods and services, Sometimes that's the only marketing and the only place of sale that you're going to interact. And in this crazy COVID world, we got to support everybody.
Oh, yeah, of course. And on that note, guys, we will let you go. Like I said, the show goes until 4 o'clock. If you're coming now, you might be able to get a couple of deals, but, you know, everybody's going to start probably packing up here in about half hour. So we'll still keep doing interviews until 4 o'clock. And until later, guys, peace out.